Hello, welcome to Forex News Preview at xm.com. I'm Rafi Baijan, and today we're going to be previewing Chinese trade and inflation data due later this week. So China will publish April trade figures on Wednesday, to be followed by consumer and producer price inflation on Thursday at 01:30 GMT. Coincidentally, trade talks have been back in the headlines this week after President Trump threatened fresh tariffs against China on Sunday. And despite that, though, Chinese Vice Premier Liu He will travel to Washington on Thursday for the latest round of trade discussions with the US. Looking at the data now, though, exports are forecast to have grown by 2.3% year on year in April, moderating from the prior 14.2%. Imports are forecast to have declined for the fifth straight month on an annual basis. And as for the producer and consumer price indices, both are forecast to edge up slightly in April. So the data will be a good indication as to whether the economy continues to recover. There's been some doubt about the strength of the recovery following those disappointing April manufacturing PMIs. Back in March, of course, we saw a strong rebound in manufacturing activity. But even if we do see a big miss in the data, raising fresh doubts about the economic outlook, traders may still choose to sit on the sidelines until this week's trade talks have concluded. Markets have yet to price in fresh escalation in trade tensions, with the initial reaction this week on Trump's tariff threats being relatively contained. So even if there isn't much reaction to the data, we may get some reaction later this week once we start to see some indication as to how those trade talks progressed. And looking at the possible reaction in forex markets, in particular the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Good progress in the talks and positive numbers could send the Aussie dollar pair up to the 38.2% Fibonacci at 0.7084 near the 50-day moving average. On the downside, though, if we do see negative developments and disappointing numbers, that support which acted as support earlier this week at the 61.8% Fibonacci at 0.6954, that could easily be broken. So that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.